Hey everyone, Tyler with Dynamite Design Lab here. I'm going to show you how to install our Neakasa M1 fine mesh screens onto our our mesh filter here that's built in. So what I'm going to do is kind of get this box a little closer so I can reach it without knocking the camera over. So you got a left side and a right side and curvature to curvature. So when installed, they're going to look something like this. Right, and they're going to be installed up here. Hardest part with this design is this is all one piece. So unlike other litter guard designs where you can remove this part, make it easy to install, this is going to be a little flimsy when trying to push on and pull out. So if you've got cleanish, like I do, cleanish litter in here, it may be best to just kind of, I don't know, tilt it forward or something, kind of get it out of the way a little bit, but or do this when you're doing a deep clean. Either way works, because you may have to pull on this to get it out so you can snap these in. So we'll start with the right side. We'll start the left side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take star shape. So there's 4 star shapes to match the stars on here. You want to take this first, nearly impossible to see because I moved it too close now. You're gonna take this first star up here in the upper left corner. There's a hole here that doesn't a star. That's the first star. There's another hole here. It's like a third to 2/3 of a star. That first full star up here is gonna match up with this star here. So I'm gonna pop that in. Okay, and then the bottom star should pop in as well. You can kind of hear it click. And then this is the fun part. You'll want to, it's going to start bending. You may want to bend this a little bit, and that's okay, to kind of get it to line up. Just depends on how often this has been used. And then like on this bottom one, I'm going to have to pull forward a little bit to snap it in there, just because there's no support holding this on down here, so it makes it really tough to push hard. Just push these in, and of course I'm trying to make these shapes as close to that hole size as possible so they stay on but are still easy to put on and take off for cleaning and other uses. So that's the left side, and then we'll kind of do the same thing with the right side. First upper star on the right, upper star. I'm gonna pop that in. I'll pop the bottom one in, and the middle part kind of gets a little tricky because you don't really have any way to pull this open, but because of this extra guard, or because you already have the left on, it should give it a little bit more stiffness to pop it in just like that. And there you go. That's installed. You're all done. It should be a pretty close fit, tight seam here for that. And then they match up pretty well all on the bottom of it. And then to remove them, just pull them off. You can start in the middle, start in the edges, whichever you like. You just pop one corner off, pop the next off, and boom, there they go. So that's pretty much it. Fine mesh screens. I'm not going to make coarse meshes. There's no reason to. This is already somewhat fine already, or coarse, or more fine than other litter boxes I've done these before. So a fine mesh is just kind of helping with all these smaller clumps. You can kind of see some of them that got stuck in the back there still. But I'm not going to make my normal coarse and fine option, because I don't see a reason to make a coarse option for this box, when if you want to go bigger than these holes, you got to replace this whole thing, and I just don't have the time right now to do that. So that's that. I'm gonna put these back on because I need them for my box, and that's pretty much it. Once they're installed, they should stay on there pretty well, and they're really easy to clean. Lukewarm water and soap or Clorox wipes. Don't you do dishwasher, they will melt and warp for sure. And definitely don't leave them in the sun. If you do like a full deep clean of your drum and box or whatever, if you take this whole thing out and rinse it all off and with the hose and whatnot, try not to leave leave the guards on and installed. Not the guards, the screens. Try not to leave these guys on if you do a full, you can leave them on if you do a full rinse out with the hose or whatever outside and whatnot, but don't leave them in direct sunlight. Just got them in the shade to dry off the box, that's fine too, but they will warp and melt with heat. It is a thermoplastic, that's how they're made, by melting plastic. So that's pretty much it. Until next time, guys, that's all I've got for the Neakasa box. I do have working on prototypes for a new guard attachment. No more Velcro. Yay! So hopefully that'll come out here soon, and we can stop using the Velcro. They'll look pretty much the same, but I'm gonna try to tap into one of these screws here to hold it on versus Velcro and adhesive. So if you have any issues or questions, feel free to reach out to me in the comments below or through Etsy, my storefront, Dynamite Design Lab. You can search Etsy Dynamite Design Lab or Etsy Neakasa M1 mesh screens, all of the above options. Plug that into Google and it'll bring you right to this listing for you to purchase. The link is also in the description as well to buy it as well. And if you click the link in the description, it saves me money on what Etsy taxes me for running a business through them. So click that link if you're going to buy it. Don't do Google because they charge me more for that. Otherwise, have a great one and see you guys later.